So we begin first with Resident Evil 3. So most of the Capcom games are on sale, Resident Evil games are on sale. However, Resident Evil 4 Remake is not on a great sale. Previously it has been cheaper, up to 50%. Right now it's only 25%, so you could wait for that one. But the others are all decent prices. So Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, the remakes, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village, all of them are on decent sales. So this one here from 2020 is also a remake. It's a little on the shorter side from what I've heard, and this is 75% off. So it's been on sale for this same price about 14 times on Steam, and it is $9.99, $5.84 in India, $8.24 in the UK. Next we have Evil West. So Evil West is set in the Wild West, and you have to defeat vampiric creatures. And basically this game is made by Flying Wild Hog, the people behind the Shadow Warrior game. So you can expect similar gore levels, I guess, and different styles of combat. Playable in solo and in co-op. Came out towards the end of 2022. And yeah, it looks like a pretty well-made game. These games are pretty fun. I've tried a few games from Flying Wild Hog, and they are kind of fun. So this one here is 60% off. Again, usual price, $19.99, so $20, and $919 in India. Not the cheapest game, and if you are not in a hurry, you could wait a little more, because I've seen their games tend to get quite cheap in a few years. So it might be one of those, or if you are interested, you could give it a try. Now it looks pretty decent. Next is another game that is frequently on sale. This is Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, another Capcom game. Was originally a PlayStation 3 exclusive, came to PC a few years later, and this is a good alternative to Skyrim, for example. So it's a fantasy third-person medieval RPG. It also has an anime, which I've watched, interestingly. Was pretty good. And so yeah, very good game, and at a very affordable price. There's also an interesting companion system in this game. So this is 84% off. Again, usual price. Has been on this price many times. And this is $479, $287 in India, $383 in the UK. Next we have another interesting Souls-like game. This is made by Deck 13 and Focus Entertainment, and this is The Search. So here it's a sci-fi style Souls-like game with mechs and basically exoskeletons. So you are a guy who wakes up with an exoskeleton, and you have to fight other creatures, and once you defeat them, you can chop off their useful bits and stick it on your exoskeleton and upgrade yourself that way. I've generally seen very good reviews for this one. Over on Steam it has 75% positive rating, and also very affordable game, and it's not that old either. It's from 2017. So the base game here is 87% off, only $1.94, 90 rupees only in India, and 168 UK. You could also just get the augmented edition, which is like the complete edition, has a bunch of extra items like 5 DLCs and things. All of it 80% off, $499. So $239 in India, and basically you get all of these items in this augmented edition. Next we have another Sherlock Holmes game, and this is once again made by Frogwares. This is from 2014, and if I'm not mistaken, this game, Crimes and Punishments, has been given away by Epic. Not sure, but you may already have this. So in this one you are solving 6 different cases, different style, different themes, etc. So murders, missing persons, thefts, and things like that. Looks decent for the time period, and again a very cheap game these days. So this is 90% off, and $299, $149 in India, and $249 in the UK, $4 in Canada. Next is one of my favorite games, and this is Frostpunk. Frostpunk has a 90%, almost 91% rating on SteamDB, and this is basically a city builder with a survival theme. So I've played this game quite a lot, and I love the main scenario here. So basically it's set in an alternate Victorian era. The world is freezing over. You are sort of the leader of a last colony of survivors. You move north to these craters which have these massive coal-fed generators in the middle, and you have to build your society around it and make difficult choices, somehow survive. The weather gets worse, food gets scarce, things like that. So yeah, very enjoyable game, and one of the best new survival city builder style games. In fact, this is like a new genre that this game has created, and I've played a lot of other games within this setting with this style of gameplay. So the base game here is 80% off, $599, 260 in India, $499 in the UK, $779 in Canada. Now, because I've played a lot of this game, my recommendation here is just to get the base game. Try it out. If you really end up liking it, then you can go for the Game of the Year edition, which includes the other DLCs and things like that. But first, try the base game, because the main scenario was something I really enjoyed, and I think that is the best part of the game. Next, we have a fun co-op PvE game, and this is of course Deep Rock Galactic. Probably one of the best rated games in this list today. Overwhelmingly positive, 96% on Steam. A very popular game, and you can play solo with the bots, or you can have your friends. Up to 4 can play. So basically a Left 4 Dead style theme, but a different gameplay loop here. So you are a colony of dwarfs, and you have to go on different planets and mine for resources. While you're mining, you also get attacked by these giant alien bugs, and you have to defeat them and extract the required number of materials that you need and then get out. That is the main gameplay loop, and it is quite fun and a funny game as well, like some comedy elements, different classes, things like that. But yeah, very affordable game, very well optimized, runs very well, not a big download, and also has a decent number of people playing online, and at a good price. So this is 67% off, again usual price, which is $989, 230 in India, $824 in the UK, $1154 in Canada. They haven't changed the regional pricing either, so yeah, very good game. Next is The Medium. So this is a adventure horror style game. Again, came out a few years ago in 21. I think it was on the Game Pass. I'm not sure if it is right now. But yeah, here the mechanic was that you can sort of play in 2 realities. So you have like the normal world and the spirit world, and you can move in between those and figure out what's going on. You are basically a medium. And this is made by the Bluebird team, which is also the team behind Layers of Fear and a few other games. I can't remember now, but I have played 1 or 2 of their games. There was this Cyberpunk game as well that they made. So they have a similar theme, some horror elements, exploration, adventure. And yeah, initially was also buggy, this game, if I recall, but it should be sorted now. Reviews are very positive, 86% rating on SteamDB. So this is now 60% off, $19.99, $11.99 in India, £16 and £26.79 in Canada. Next, we have a game called The Life and Suffering of Sir Brante. Brante, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a game that has been on my wish list for a while. I've been tempted to try this. This is a narrative-driven RPG where you follow the life of a guy from like childhood to, I guess, death, I suppose. And you make difficult choices and shape the world around you based on your choices. So a lot of flexibility with the choices and very hardcore, I guess. So this one here has 88% positive rating on Steam, and it's from 21, so a little over, just under 3 years now. And this is 60% off, not an expensive game, $7.99, $2.79 in India, $6.79 in the UK, $9.11 in Canada. And then finally, we have the Alien Breed Trilogy. So these are pretty fun games. I have played the first one and I really liked it. So these are twin stick shooters in the isometric perspective, and they have a very Dead Space feel to them. And yeah, I really like them. I was surprised how good they are. And these are frequently on sale, very little money. At the moment, only the second game of the trilogy is on sale. However, the whole trilogy is on sale, and I would recommend that when you see the price, it's pretty much nothing. These are also given away free by GOG not too long ago. So yeah, at the moment, the second game is on sale. I can see 99 cents and 36 in India. Very cheap. You could try it out. But just get the trilogy here, $229 for all 3 games, 150 rupees in India, 169 in the UK, 229 in Canada. So yeah, very, very good games, and I'm surprised why no one talks about them, because they gave me a very Dead Space type feel. But yeah, this is my final pick for this weekend, and yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.